Hey, my name's Samuel Leeds, and on this video I'm going to share with you some ways how you can save on stamp duty. Stamp duty is one of those really annoying taxes that sometimes you just have to pay, but sometimes you don't. And a lot of people are massively overpaying thousands and thousands of pounds in stamp duty when they don't have to. So, let me give you some examples, okay? And honestly, if this saves you money and you end up saving a lot of money, then please do tell me and thank me, because I do these videos partly just to feel good about saving and helping make you money. Okay, there's a few ways. I'll start with this one. If you're buying a house, by the way, what is stamp duty? Stamp duty is just, if you buy a house, it's just like a tax, basically, like one of those annoying things. So that's what it is. Let me give you a story. I was buying a house, and it was a HMO. It was worth £135,000, or at least that's what I was buying it for. And I'd agreed to buy the house from the seller, and the stamp duty on that was going to be, I think it's like about £4,500. And I spoke to the seller, and I found out that he owned the house, but he owned it in a company. So instead of buying the house, what I did was I bought the company that owns the house. So it's basically the exact same thing, because I was going to have to set up a company to buy the house, or I'd buy the house in my company. I just bought the company. Now what that meant was, I technically wasn't buying a house, I was buying a company, which meant that I paid pretty much, I think it was 0.5% stamp duty. So the stamp duty went down to like hundreds of pounds instead of thousands, and I thought that was pretty cool. So now, every time I'm buying a house, I'd always ask the question, is it owned by an individual or a company? And if it's owned by a company, it might be better, and of course, ask your tax advisor on this and your accountant, but it might be better and it might save you stamp duty by buying the company instead of the house. All right, next way. If it's less than £40,000, you won't pay stamp duty ever. So if the house is less than 40 grand, you're not gonna pay stamp duty. Next is if you're buying multiple houses at once. And again, this is something that the solicitors often just don't tell you. You know, you might be buying 5, 6, 7 houses. You're buying them all in one go. You could be buying them from the same seller. And if you're doing that, then again, your stamp duty is gonna almost completely disappear. But make sure that you fight your solicitor on this. Get a solicitor that's creative, that's gonna try and figure out how to save you on stamp duty, and always question it. Don't just pay without questioning it. So if you're buying lots of houses at once, I think it's 6 or more, then it brings the stamp duty to almost zero. Next, I'm giving you examples, by the way. This is all from experience. This is not stuff that I read in a book and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. This is stuff that I've been buying a house and I've figured this out myself, or my solicitors who's been working with me on it has informed me. When I was buying the castle, the stamp duty on the castle was oh my goodness, it was like a killer, because I already own houses. It's a massive investment. They were taxing the crap out of me on that. And I was speaking to my solicitor, I said, how can I save stamp duty on buying this castle? And here's what we did. Because the castle, it's one castle, but because it had multiple dwellings in it, and we had planning permission already for lots of different apartments and houses, it's one purchase, but we got something called multiple dwelling relief, which saved, I think that saved us about £45,000. £45,000 on stamp duty. I mean, that's enough to go and buy another house, you know, the deposit on that. So there's some ways. If it's less than the threshold of 40 grand, if you're buying lots of houses at once, potentially, multiple dwelling, if you want to buy a company instead of the house, there's a few creative ways you can save or eliminate stamp duty, but I wouldn't get so hung up about it. If you're buying the right house, and it's a good investment, it's going to be making you good money, and you're going to get hit a few £1,000s with the stamp duty, sometimes you just have to take it on the chin and just think, you know what, within 3 months or however long, the stamp duty is going to be paid for. I think it's probably better to focus most of your energy on how to make money rather than how to save money. But I thought that would be helpful. I thought I had to share that with you guys, because, you know, saving that kind of money, like £45,000 on one purchase, and there's many times where a normal solicitor would just bill me. And even if you are not sure, just find out, you know, go on the website, speak to the solicitor. So anyway, I'm going to check out now. If you enjoyed the video, just drop a like, please drop a comment, subscribe to the channel because I'm always giving nuggets and pearls of wisdom about property investing on this channel. Every single day I've got stuff to say about property. So subscribe if you want to be a property investor or if you are and you want to take things to the next level. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.